The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Warning.
This is an adult content warning.
Adults only.
Adults only.
And adults only.
Tuesday podcast.
Yeah, I'm just going to lean in. You don't have to stop. I'm just going to lean in.
Now, talk us through where are you at the moment in terms of
In titivating.
getting this hair done? Is it close? If this was a painting, is it close to being autographed and finished, or is it like where are we in terms?
Oh, yeah, the sign-off will happen in like a brush out. Or she's going to have to, I think she's got one more extension to whack in and then she'll brush it out. So I reckon we're 5 minutes from showtime.
And how long has it been, this process?
Oh, a couple of hours.
Has it been going 2 hours?
7:30.
Yeah.
Hey, look,
Since 7:30. Okay,
Rome
so
wasn't
a couple
built
hours.
in a day.
No. It's fascinating to see the. I had no idea. By the way, I think this will be a compliment. I had no idea that you had extensions in your hair. I thought it was all your natural hair.
Oh, what, like right now? Well, I don't normally wear these, but I do have a couple of
I
extensions
only knew
in,
because
like
I heard you
natural
say
ones.
it, yeah.
Yeah. I've only got like 6 or something.
On a full time basis, Nikki, or just put in today.
Don't show us.
Yeah.
That was a big porky pie.
No, 6 normally.
No, because what happened was I got a chemical haircut, which, for the blokes listening who were like, what?
My chemical haircut.
It's when
It's banned.
you go and they put too much blonde in, they leave it in too long, and it actually
cooks it.
It cooks it so it snaps off. So
That happened to Lutzie's. What? Yeah. No, really, and the hair just falls
thought it was
off.
going
yeah,
last
so
night.
just
I
falls
had
off, doesn't it?
like really fried, buggered, blonde hair,
Frizzled.
completely frizzled. So I was going to just chop it all off, but I look like a mum when I chop it off, and nobody wants that. So
Nobody wants a mum.
I got extensions. No, who wants a mum? Said no orphan ever.
Tell that to the kids.
Oh, stop. Jesus is watching. Now, look. Now I don't know what I was saying. You lost me
Something
with
about your
orphans.
hair. Yeah, you lost
frizzled.
6 things, and then
Yeah,
you had to get
yeah.
a
And then my-
rebuild willy. You were going to go the short. What's the shortest you've ever gone?
Really short, like just below my ears, and like kind of rock and roll. So it was all like
Yeah, I like that
layered.
look.
It was a bit wild.
Is your hair when you do that to your hair when you frizz it that badly? Can you get it back to?
It takes years.
Years,
Yeah.
okay.
So
Shit.
I had to grow it out slowly, but it just kept snapping and snapping. So I had to get
split ends.
I had to get extensions in to bulk it up because it was so thin, so I could grow it out.
Permanent extensions.
Well, no, they kind of glue
Oh.
them in with a keratin bond. We've just lost all the male listeners right now. But yeah, you glue them in with a keratin bond, which is what
You leave the male
naturally in your
listeners to
hair.
us. We'll get them covered. They'll be interesting.
Yeah, no, I think fair dues. There's 3 of you.
It's Titty Tuesday. They'll hang
Yeah,
around.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. We'll be talking poontang in a second, but at the moment we'll stay with the hair
Oh, so you know what
extensions.
poontang means, but you
What?
don't know what party piece or pingin or
I
what
don't
was
think
the
they're.
other one?
I think they're different
Peg it.
categories, aren't they?
Yeah.
We know what pegging is.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
but if you peg it, not pegging, if you peg it.
Oh, that's different.
Oh, I thought you were saying peg. I
Pegging. I
let
thought-
that one go. I knew
I thought
Lutzie
you
would
said
let it go, but
Your dad was pegged your mum.
Well, obviously did.
That's
Only
right.
twice. But yeah, no, peg it. Kick the bucket. When you,
Oh.
yeah.
That's
Really?
So you got
This-
too many English
Yeah.
colloquialisms.
I'm coming
going on.
out with all this stuff
Your
every
pommy
morning.
husband.
I can feel the divide between me and the people in the car going, who is this muppet just making words up? Honestly. Getting a hair done while on breakfast radio.
That's
which
not
is-
unusual, by the
That
way. I've
always
seen that a
happens.
million
This always
times.
happens.
Oh,
Yeah.
have you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I've
And
noticed that.
you look good. Sometimes they
Yeah.
come out the other end looking bloody worse.
Oh, really? They just get caked
Sometimes
on.
they come out the other end.
It's
Like,
like
when are they
RuPaul.
going to start? When are they going to start?
Did Susie get like pimped and
They all do.
yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I look like a diva right now, and I feel like this feels elitist and wrong because no one's doing anything to your faces.
No.
No.
It's showbiz. That's showbiz.
But we're getting costumes. It's just an extension of your costume for today.
You are getting costumes. You said that like a 5-year-old kid who's just being invited
We
to a
don't-
dress-up party.
We don't get we don't get the makeup and the hair deal. That doesn't.
No, you'll just
happen.
get a quick powder down probably, and maybe a bit of a bronze up.
Oh,
for you
today
like-
we won't even get that. I'll have to put sunscreen on today, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but you need like just a bronzer with sunscreen built in.
Oh well, I get fake tans if if it's a billboard worthy.
How good is a fake tan? I
Incredible.
love a good professional
Honestly,
fake tan.
I don't know why I don't get one a week because every time I get one, people say I look better. Girls treat me differently. I look thinner. I look musclier.
Yeah, you drop 10 kg
Yep.
with a tan.
Do
I
you
swear.
really?
Yeah.
100%
And
you do.
the darker you go, the less cellulite you can see, because cellulite's just basically little. You just looked at me like
No.
I said something absolutely repulsive.
No, but mate, your guts on the right angle, it can give you a six-pack, and I ain't got a six-pack.
Yeah,
A tan can make you look like you've got a
Yeah,
defined
a lot
stomach.
more fit.
When I was at this this health retreat on the weekend, they were talking about how, like in all seriousness, people our age, and how the first thing that happens for blokes,
Yeah.
I don't know what it's like for the ladies out there, but because of our diet, the first place that it stores, Lutzy, is our stomach.
Gut, yeah.
Well, yes.
And it's not necessarily a beer gut. It's just that I was pretty much doing everything wrong, like everything wrong. Even though I don't eat a lot, but my
You're
diet
starving
is
your
just-
body at the wrong time, and
I'm
that's not helpful.
No, nope.
Because it goes
Nope.
into survival mode, so it stores
Yep.
fat. So starving yourself in the morning is going to have the opposite effect.
Yep.
It's like drinking diet drinks. That also tricks your body, and it stores
I'm a
fat.
bandit for all that too.
Not to mention all of the chemicals and crap that's in it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
See, my body spends the whole day thinking, hey, when's this moron going to feed us? And then,
so I can stop holding on to these
You do
handles on
feed the
side.
chooks just after lunch occasionally, I remember.
well, and thank God for that ritual.
you heard that one?
What's he done?
That's
there's
probably English.
So that there's
Feed
something
the
that my
chooks.
body can
Oh, feed the
count on.
chooks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know
that one. Yeah,
no,
yeah,
that's
that
not
one.
English. That's the Joe.
What?
that-
So Joe was thought of feed the chooks.
So when I think of feed the chooks, that's what I think of is Sir Joe.
So Joe, when did he say it?
Sir Joe Biocchia.
You know, my dad used to be a spy for him.
What do you mean?
For him or against him?
For him. Because he ran imprint, right? So people would come to try and print counterfeit money and do
That's right.
All those
Your
sorts
dad
of
was a
things.
printing
People
expert.
would come in with 100 and go, "Can you whip me off a few of these?"
Oh, yeah, Dad was always bemused.
You'd take
going,
their money
"What?"
up front, wouldn't you? Like, you're not paying for this at the end of it.
Well, would you take money off him? It's going to be fake, obviously.
No, but why would you take fake money and risk people knowing that you're printing fake money when you could just print a lot more money for yourself anyway?
What do you mean? As a printing?
Yeah.
If you owned a printing
If
company.
he wanted to, he could,
Yeah.
Yeah, your
could have
dad
just.
could
It's like, mate, if I was
Yeah,
into
yeah.
that, I'd be doing it.
Yeah.
And I'd cut you out. You're not the genius that thought of this. What do you mean he was a spy for Sir Joe?
Well, and
People that were counterfeiting.
counterfeiting, and also he used to do all the printing for the government as well. So he saw all of the documents.
Oh, see, that's like, that's like,
Yeah.
Power is information. You don't
He
think of that.
knew
They've got to get
everything.
this shit printed up, don't
But
they?
the best story was when that he
There's
had
a
to
new
get
road going in at Kessel's Road. I know all about it.
Exactly.
he had to get classified documents to Canberra that night, and he couldn't just send it. So he had to send it with someone. So he sent one of his staff to go to Canberra. Anyway, the staff members got there. He's checked it in, and then he's gone, "Oh, I don't have to get on this flight." And then he didn't get on the flight to Canberra. He's like, they can just pick it up at baggage claim the other end. He got off. He disappeared. There's this unidentified suitcase. Well, it's a briefcase that's on the plane without anyone on it. They stop the flight. The feds run out. A robot comes out, grabs the case and blows it up on the tarmac. So, yeah, that's what happened. So he got fired. But, yeah, all the government secrets got exploded on the tarmac at Brisbane Airport.
Wow.
There you go.
That's crazy. I didn't know this imprint did that. They let me do a tour of the facilities, and I was looking at all sorts of shit.
Oh,
when
it's
I
a
was
very
in there.
touching story that you told
Yeah.
Nick's dad back in the
Remember
day.
that? I did work experience.
Yes.
It's a never-ending story, I think we called it.
Yeah. I didn't realise it'd go to air.
What's your dad's name again?
Wayne Osborne.
And Wayne, I tell you something, Wayne.
Wayne, and you treated me like
You treated me like a human being, Wayne, at a time where others were treating me like some type of discard. And I'll never forget that.
some
for that.
kind of bullshit artist 18-year-old. That's actually what I was.
But he's got a really good story about your dad too. But I think we're going to have to save that one up.
Save
Right.
I think
Don't
he's
fire
got
all
to
your
deliver
bullets.
that one because my mum had never heard that story and it all came out on the weekend.
All
and I
right.
think it's quite...
Is this another Wayne phone call special, you mean?
It's another
Like-
Wayne phone call special. It'd be
Needs to be.
great if we could get your dad on too because
Yeah. To rebut it?
if not, he can apologise to you,
Who?
my dad,
Oh.
for what happened between him and your dad
got-
back in the day.
There's no indication I have of which way this story is going. So.
No, I
it
know.
doesn't
I
sound
don't
like
want
it's
to give it
going
away.
well.
No, not well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, it's a good one.
Okay.
As long
Yeah.
as someone's incriminated.
Well, in retrospect, can you be? Only if it's a Me
Well, I don't know what
Too
the
thing.
story's about.
It's been too long.
I know.
Yeah.
It's been too long.
Yeah.
Different laws back then.
Maybe run it past one person.
Yeah. You said before the not looking like no one wants to look like a mum. It just reminded me yesterday what I was doing, seeing a movie where that was a line uttered. Because while you guys were watching the Super Bowl and we're all texting about the Super Bowl, I was not partaking and writing back because I was actually at the movies.
Oh.
I was seeing Baby Girl. At the
Oh, I want to go
cinemas.
see that this week.
Yeah.
Which
so-
one's Baby Girl?
Hang on.
The Nicole Kidman one that you saw the other week.
Apparently it's very sexy.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Talked
yes.
about it for a week.
It's very
too.
sexy. You saw it last week,
Which one's
buddy.
that one?
Yeah, yeah. What do you think?
I don't know. It's
Is it erotic?
I think it's definitely wanting to be.
I
like
had it was a bit of a scene in the cinemas after it. That's how hot it was under the collar. You know,
well, but I mean, there's no dialogue for the first couple of minutes, but there's a lot of other stuff going
waterfalls
on.
down the aisles, sort of
Oh,
situation.
no, well,
that's what I heard.
It depends what floats your boat. Like I described it as 50 Shades of Grey pubes.
50 Shades of Ginger.
That's right.
No,
That's
50 Shades of Grey.
Grey pubes.
Pubes.
So it's old people.
Yeah, and like you had said,
That's going to grab
you'd
me.
said off air. We talked about it on air. Obviously, you couldn't say it on. We got up and you said, "Yeah, there's a squirting scene." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
That's all I knew about the
Oh,
movie.
that's why the person said it's going to leave all the seats wet.
Oh, right. Yeah. No, I mean, I thought
Someone said that to me. And I'm like, what do you mean?
Sorry, mate. I thought you were insinuating that Jodie and I were involved in some type of squirting thing in the cinema, and that wasn't the case.
absolutely
the
not.
movie, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
what are those four? Those four.
Yeah, in the
those
scene.
cinemas where they have the moisture.
Oh, the
That'd be great. Go to a
4DX.
40X.
Holy
But
shit!
imagine that, the squirting scene, and you're like getting spray on your face.
All right, I just checked out for a minute then because I was looking at my hair.
Well, you know those cinemas that have
And then
spray.
I've come in at
Yeah.
4D spraying for a squirting
For a
scene
squirting
for 50
scene.
Shades of Grey pubes.
Well,
Yeah.
some of those event cinemas.
No, you've thoroughly caught up.
Yeah, that's that's actually what we were talking about.
But you'd spoken about it, and then the next I heard of that movie last Monday, and my in-laws were up, and Sarah said, "Oh, she's heading into night shift. She's like, I might send mum and dad off to the movies.
No.
Can you book tickets to Baby Girl?"
Yeah.
And I just wrote back, "Kinky or something," because my in-laws are so straight. They're retired, like full, Catholic retired school teachers, primary school teachers, and it is not their type of movie. And I've driven
go
them
and
there.
watch it?
So
They
hang
don't,
on,
they don't
that-
trust
that-
themselves to drive there. So I'm like, well, I've got to take my oldest boy to basketball
gonna love
training.
this, Granny.
I'm going to drive you there. So I went and dropped them off, and I said, I'll see you in 2 hours. And then I've pulled back up, and I've just seen them sort of standing there, just like waiting for an Uber. And I've just pulled up, and they get in. I'm like, how was it, Elaine? They're like, yes, well. And she said it was a bit like 30 Shades of Grey, that one. And I'm not even going to, you missed the other, you obviously turned it off before the other 20 came out. And then she's like, well, I'll tell you something about Kevin. He didn't fall asleep in this one. He's notorious sleeper. I'm like, I'm watching it. And I'm watching it with Sarah. And again, we had the cinema to ourselves yesterday watching it. I'm like, we sent your dad to see this. And then their daughter's husband come and picked them up. And she's like, yeah, Dad didn't sleep in this. I'm like, no, I can understand why. Nicole Kidman's naked for half the movie.
Yeah.
But
She is.
Because you
What,
can't
like-
sleep if you've got the horn, can you, if you're a bloke?
Well,
Oh, you find a way.
no. But, yeah.
Do you? Yeah, you can sleep with a horn.
Yeah, well, you know what's amazing is that you can wake up with one.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
you
did
do
that this morning.
You do wake up with one.
You wake up with a pitch tent every day, though, don't you?
Not every day.
Isn't
Yeah.
that normal?
There is a saying, morning glory, but it doesn't happen every
Well,
morning.
they say if you're not horny, you're not healthy. So at least we know you're very healthy, Lutsy.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
he's taking drugs.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.